reason he signed 2 more years with the NWA is because if he signed with the Fed now, they probably wouldn't even put him on NXT.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he needs to stay right what he's doing.
You know what I keep thinking about too, and it always blows my mind? He's 24.
Wow. Yeah, that blows my mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your PWL main event of the evening, set for one fall and a 60-minute time limit. It is a battle of independent superstars. Introducing first, he hails out of Bluefield, West Virginia. He is Jeff Paul. His opponent, he is out of Bristol, Tennessee. He represents the NWA Southern Six. He is Kerry Morton.
Well, we have our main event here at the National Guard Armory in Welch, West Virginia. Jeff Paul, standout star, taking on NWA wrestler Kerry Morton.
Yes. We just seen his dad earlier. Definitely 2 different people. I was calling the match last night. I got the privilege of doing so, and there's some things that Kerry does that I don't think makes his dad proud.
Well, Kerry, he has a way of carrying himself, and here's the thing, he has to be his own man. He does.
Yes.
And I think tonight you're going to see a very honorable individual as he takes on someone that you would call less than honorable in Jeff Paul.
Correct. Correct, brother.
Yeah. I saw earlier today when the Mortons drove in together, I think that Ricky sat Kerry down and go, look here kid, take this nugget for what it's worth, and Kerry took it to heart. Collar and elbow tie-up now as the men square off here. Even strength between the 2 competitors here, and in the corner they go. Kerry Morton.
All right, it's a clean break, clean break. Yeah, Paul looks a little frustrated already.
Well, can you blame him? I mean, you're in there with somebody who has established themselves in the National Wrestling Alliance, not just in tag team wrestling as a member of the Southern Six, a former United States Tag Team Champion, but as a singles competitor and former NWA World Jr. Heavyweight Champion.
Right, exactly. And you remember Jeff Paul is signed with the NWA also.
Yes.
Working on that arm.
So, Morton pushing off there.
Oh!
Jeff Paul using the power and leverage to his advantage.
Kerry stepping outside the ring to take a break, to slow it back down, to get it to the pace that he wants it at. So far, we've seen a good classic type wrestling match. I'm very surprised.
Yeah. And the thing about when I think of Kerry Morton, he's got the heart of his father and the speed of today's junior heavyweights.
Right.
And that's a very strong combination to have in this business. As we see now, Kerry Morton being allowed to come back in. The competitors sizing each other up again.
Right.
Here, collar and elbow tap, rear waist lock. Wait, quick roll up. That could be on, 2.
Oh, man, that would have been a quick one, but...
Well, that's what Ricky Morton won with earlier tonight against Joe Brody.
Exactly.
Kerry Morton with the side headlock takeover now.
Joe Brody earlier was wanting to do some of his shenanigans so bad it was eating at him, but I was not going to allow it to happen. And I'll stop it every time.
No, not at all. Wait, roll of a pin here. And a ground game being applied by Kerry Morton. Going to work on the left wrist now.
Right. Tell you, we got a good crowd here. The people of Welch, West Virginia showed up tonight.
Yes, they did. And they've been in this for the entire evening from the beginning to the main event here. And main event, Kerry Morton taking on Jeff Paul at the National Guard Armory here in Welch, West Virginia. Morton, aerial-like maneuvers allows him to reverse it.
That was beautiful.
And Kerry Morton now shoved into the corner here. And the quick kick by Jeff Paul knocks the wind out of the third-generation star, Kerry Morton. And Paul on the outside, but lands on his feet like a cat. And flustered to boot. As you see, going to the referee, but helped back inside by Kerry Morton. Kerry Morton now with the side headlock takeover, takes Jeff Paul down. And Paul needs to be careful not to lay his shoulders on the mat for more than 3 seconds, otherwise he will be pinned. You see Jeff Paul now coming back up, but Morton still has that locked in, putting the right hand on the left wrist, transitioning from the headlock to the wrist lock. Kerry Morton using the ropes for leverage.
Oh, what is it? Talking to the fans, going old school up there, walking the tightrope.
Reminds me of Action Mike Jackson.
Look how comfortable he looks up there, Jonathan. Walk the entire one buckle to the next. I've never seen that done. Have you?
Oh, I have plenty of times.
Oh, I have
There's
not.
a gentleman in his 70s who still competes.
I know who
Mike
you're
Jackson.
talking about. I know. I've
And
seen
that's
him.
where I was seeing that.
Okay, I've never seen him do that.
I had the chance to call a match with Mike Jackson
You did
in,
not.
in Tennessee where he walked the entire ring.
Yeah, he just performed on TNA a couple weeks ago.
Yes, he did. Well, getting back to this one here, Kerry Morton, just that quick, the tempo changes as now, as Paul goes for the pin, hook of the leg, still nothing there for a full 3 count.
Yes. I'm very amazed at how this match has been a good wrestling match so far.
Yes, it has.
And that's, I mean, and Jeff can definitely, from bell to bell, go in a good wrestling, and he's got all the skills, but he takes it to some unnecessary places sometimes.
6 minutes have elapsed in the match. 6 minutes.
Yeah, Jeff Paul, he's one of those men that he could walk the high ground, but he chooses not to.
Chooses not to. Every match.
Yeah.
I thought there was one time in APW a couple months ago that he had finally straightened up, but we see that just isn't true.
Nah. Recently wrestling Hernandez as well as Heath.
Yeah, and I got to call the match last night.
Wait! Sunset flip, that could be on 2.5.
2 count. Yeah, I got to call his match last night against Heath Slater, and it was a phenomenal match. They took it outside, inside.
Paul goes for the pin, but it's still an early one.
So Jeff's got, he's a hard worker.
Jeff has the skill set.
Oh, most definitely. No doubt about it.
An aggressive physical brawler. You know, we saw Nate Saturn in competition earlier tonight. I think about the match Jeff Paul had with him in that ladder match in Bluefield, West Virginia.
Yes, that was beautiful. I was there for that match. And, oh, yeah.
So when Jeff Paul needs to step up, he does. Knife edge chop by Kerry Morton.
That was pretty solid there.
And now Morton just allowing Paul to lead himself around the ring, and third chop again.
Yeah. I tell you this. Kerry is taking it to Jeff right now.
Yeah. Kerry Morton with a big hand.
Watch the, he's in that corner there. The ref's being very lenient right now. Very lenient.
Kerry Morton setting up Jeff Paul.
Be very lenient. He needs to get him off of them ropes and out of that corner. I mean,
Paul allowing the headbutt to be the superior move that stops Morton there. Paul up north. Can Jeff Paul hit it with the double axe handle? He does, and down goes Kerry Morton.
He did it, brother.
Hooks the leg, 2 3/4 as we see Kerry Morton kick out. And the man from Bristol, Tennessee continues to fight back and dig deep. Jeff Paul using all his weight on the lower vertebrae of Kerry Morton and putting that big size, what I'm going to say, 16 across the neck.
Are you serious?
Maybe
Jonathan?
15, but yeah, I mean, those are huge feet.
Goodness gracious. I couldn't imagine.
And sole of the foot.
Oh, Kerry just like got frustrated with that and just reversed it and now chopping away. Chop fest.
Oh, and there.
This is with the elbow attempt.
Yeah, the speed of Jeff Paul allows him to get out.
You see Jeff just dust them chops off.
Yeah, Kerry Morton needs to shake it off, but I don't know if he's going to be able to.
See, here's what Jeff's mistake is. He's not staying on him and on him and on him. He's going to give him time to rest, and that could be a downfall.
Well, Jeff Paul, in his mind, believes that he's in the driver's seat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and so to speak, he kind of is at this moment.
Blocks the suplex. Morton stops him again and gets the reversal.
That was a beautiful suplex, brother. Beautiful. It was like almost slow motion and hard hitting at the same time.
Kerry Morton needed that break.
The ref's starting to count. Both men have to make it up to their feet. Let's see who gets up first. Look at that, they both got up.
Kerry Morton whipped hard over to the corner.
10 minutes.
As we see Jeff Paul now just waiting while Morton nurses his shoulder. And the axe handle very calculated by Jeff Paul. Jeff Paul coming off the ropes and a leg drop. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, only a 1 count. Kerry Morton finding the resiliency to kick out.
Uh-oh. Jeff's getting a little cocky. Well,
Yeah.
He's already cocky, but he's been very verbal
he thinks
with
he
it.
has this one in the bag.
Yeah.
And Jeff Paul returning the favor to Kerry Morton with those chops. Morton fighting desperately with kicks and chops of his own, trying to mount a counter attack. He's got Paul into the corner.
What do we got going on here? The ref's being very lenient.
There we
and
go.
Letting them two just fight.
Oh, Morton stopped here, and Jeff Paul with a clothesline.
That was pretty good, pretty solid, pretty stiff.
And Jeff Paul and Kerry Morton here in Welch, West Virginia, as Paul goes for the pin. 2.5 this time.
Let me just take this opportunity for a main event here. Remember, April 10th, we'll be back in Bluefield, Virginia at the Mercer Mall for another good stacked card we'll have there.
And we see it now. Jeff Paul trying to develop the end game. Wanting to checkmate Kerry Morton here. And Kerry with a DDT.
Wow, he needed that. Kerry needed that break right there.
Yeah, Kerry Morton rolling around trying to come to his senses.
Okay, the ref's got again going in that starting that 10 count.
Who will be the first to catch their breath and regain their composure? Is it Jeff Paul? Is it Kerry Morton? Paul is up. Kerry Morton finding his way up as well, but a little bit slower.
They're up.
And on rubber legs is Jeff Paul.
Oh.
Kerry Morton. Paul calling his shot. Morton returning fire back and forth here. Both men lighting each other up. Morton getting it. Gets whipped over the corner, but the speed of Kerry Morton allows him to kick out. Back body drop by Kerry Morton.
Yes, that was beautiful. Then when he follows up with a clothesline.
Kerry Morton,
Another one.
gets it there, and a drop
Did you
kick.
see that drop kick? He went for the heavens for that.
It was like his father embodied himself in Kerry Morton
Yes,
with that
sir.
rock and roll drop kick.
Yes, sir. But back, you're right. That was beautiful. What
Wait
do
a
we got
minute.
here? What do we have here?
The Appalachian Express is out here. But wait a minute.
Oh my, a beautiful. Here we go again. Always something. You know, last night, let me tell you, the Mid-Atlantic Aces come out and attacked Heath Slater, and Jeff Paul walked and then come in and help Jeff. He doesn't want their help.
No, he doesn't. He does not want the Appalachian Express. He definitely didn't want it to end this way.
No, they have ruined a perfectly good wrestling match.
But now Jeff Paul and Kerry Morton on the same page,
Yes.
giving it the business to the Appalachian
no.
Express.
Did you see that? Can you say soprano, because that's what TJ's going to be singing.
And Jeff Paul with
yes,
the spear.
look at that beautiful spear. This is insane. This is 2 nights in a row. 2 nights in a row that part of the Mid-Atlantic Aces and the Appalachian Express.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the outside interference, the referee has ruled this match a no contest.
Another. That's what happened last night, Jonathan.